Hi everybody, it's Heidi with the Weathered Fence Post and welcome to our channel. If you're new here, my husband Steve and I are resellers in the Raleigh, Garner, North Carolina area, and we have two booths, one at Antiques at Gresham Lake in North Raleigh and one at Collected Treasures in Garner. If you are a new subscriber to our channel, I am sorry for not getting much content up lately, as the reason is because my husband Steve in the middle of May was severely burned on his job, a chemical burn, and he has been in the UNC Chapel Hill Burn Center since May. Now he has been moved out of the burn center, and I'm going to get into that. One of the things I'm doing on this channel, there are a lot of people that have been following along and want to know how Steve is doing. So today's video, I am going to do an update on Steve. I haven't given an update in several weeks for many reasons. And then we're going to do kind of like an unboxing haul. What we like to do on this channel is usually take you out hunting for treasures. I love doing that. That's my favorite thing to do. And then go over whatever we find, the haul. And then maybe do a little talking about, what it means to be a booth owner and the things that go on with that. But today what we're going to do is we're going to do an update on Steve. And then I have several boxes that were gifted to me, donated to me by our good friends Sandra and Wilson. And I haven't unboxed these yet. So I thought it would be fun if we unboxed them together. I'll be seeing these items for the first time with you, and that's what we're going to do after I give the update on Steve. So I will put where the haul part of the video or the unboxing part of the video starts if you're not interested in, listening to everything going on with Steve. So let's get into what's going on with Steve and how things have been for the last several weeks. Okay, I'm going to try to remember everything that's happened over the last several weeks. I'm not going to get into major detail because there's so much going on. But the reason I haven't been on here giving updates is because I don't think I could do it without breaking down. It's just been a very challenging several weeks for us. Number one, I haven't shared with you in the past my son, what was going on in his life. And Matthew is 23 years old. My son is 23 years old, and Steve and Matthew are very close. They're very close. Unfortunately, Matthew's father, who he's close to also too, and his stepmother, his father, unfortunately, and I had kept this from everybody because I wanted to respect Dwayne's privacy and Christine's privacy as they dealt with this, and Matthew's, but his father was diagnosed with ALS a few years ago, and in the last year, Matthew came home from college to live with his father and be there and spend time with him, because ALS, as everybody knows, is not something that you overcome. And unfortunately, on September 14th, Dwayne did pass away from ALS. And so Matthew has been going through that, and I'm allowing him the space that he needs and protecting his mental health. And he just hasn't been able to come see Steve because it just has been traumatic what he just went through over the last year, watching his father deteriorate and then being there bedside with him as he passed over. So I'm giving Matthew the space that he needs to heal. Do I need Matthew's help right now? Yes, I do. But he needs to heal. He needs to protect his mental health and heal. So that went on. That happened on September 14th. And even though Dwayne and I have been separated, it was a difficult separation that we went to. We did finally come to a point where we were working together as parents, co-parenting, and put our differences aside. And so it was a sad moment for me too. In the middle of all that, Steve, he did get taken out of the burn center, the burn ICU, and put over to the burn and wound care center. And I think I mentioned that in the last video. I think the last update you got was he was moved over to the burn and wound care center, which is like just outside of the burn ICU. It's called 5 East. So he went there, and he just really started to go downhill after that. He started struggling with his oxygen levels. He started struggling with his blood pressure. He suddenly started having severe back pain. And so much so, this pain was so bad that he called it a back spasm. He couldn't move. He literally couldn't even, I couldn't even put the bed up or down. I had to inch it up very slowly. So he wasn't participating in his rehab like he needed to because he couldn't even get out of bed to do it. He was in so much pain. They started giving him all kinds of pain meds, muscle relaxers. At one point, rapid response team was called. He was sent back to the burn ICU. They did all kinds of testing on him to try to figure out what was going on. And this went on for a good couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Back to 5 East again, then up to like another ICU unit up in the surgical tower. You went there because the burn center was full. Back to 5 East, just in and out of ICU with blood pressure, breathing, back pain issues. So finally, last weekend, it all came to a head. He was back again at 5 East and just blood pressure problems. So they sent him to a surgical ICU because they wanted to send him to the medical ICU, but they sent him to a surgical ICU for one night, and that was last Saturday. And when I got there, his blood pressure was really an issue, still having all kinds of extreme pain. I asked the doctor, do you think I need to stay tonight? And for the first time, a doctor told me, yes, I think you need to stay tonight. I'm very worried about him. So that was very scary. It was a very tough night. The nurse that was taking care of Steve and myself were exhausted by the morning because he was struggling all through the night. We both worked on him all night long. He had like a high flow oxygen thing on. He kept ripping off. He was delirious. He was just really struggling. And finally in the morning, his blood pressure just would not respond to anything that they were doing. And so they called rapid response again. And he was sent down to the medical ICU unit. They finally had a bed open up down there. So he's in the medical ICU right now. The burn center, his burns are 95% healed. If he wasn't having this problem with his body, he would probably have been, he actually was scheduled to be discharged to a rehab center last Monday. And instead he ended up, not coding, but having rapid response team called and going into the medical ICU. So finally, after all this, they decided to do an MRI on his back to rule out osteomyelitis. And what they have discovered is he has osteomyelitis. I was really upset because one of the things that osteomyelitis will do is cause severe back pain that does not respond to pain meds or muscle relaxers. And this has been going on for like 2 or 3 weeks. He's been suffering with this pain and nothing has been touching it. I would have thought maybe 2 weeks ago they would have, or maybe a week and a half ago, they would have maybe done an MRI. Anyway, hindsight, whatever. So that's where we're at. He does have osteomyelitis of the T12L1 area. There's a little bit blowing up near where the sacral area, his coccyx sacral area where the wounds are. So they were trying to determine what type, oh, by the way, he went septic too. He went into septic shock and all this too. It's just so much going on with him right now. So they're trying to determine where the infection is coming from. So yesterday he was intubated. He's been intubated a couple times in the last week, but he was intubated yesterday just for a short period while they performed a procedure to look at the back of his heart, or go down his esophagus to look at the back side of his heart and look at all of his valves and see if there's an infection in his valves, in his heart. And thank God there was no infection in his valves. Now, Steve does have a congenital heart condition. They did talk about that, but his valves didn't have any like new infection, which is wonderful. So the infection's not coming from his heart. It's actually, I don't think they think it's coming from the actual sacral wound that he has, the pressure wounds that he's been battling since June, the middle of June. We're in November. Since the middle of June, he's been dealing with these pressure wounds. But they don't feel it's come up through there because there's actually some barrier there. So they just don't know if he's battled several very, really tough infections while he's been in the hospital since May. And they just don't know if maybe one of them has just been festering in his body. They've got him on every type of IV antibiotic. The doctor told me yesterday, this were her words, some of these IV antibiotics they've never used in that unit before. They're that strong. So I'm anticipating that probably his kidneys are going to struggle. So anyway, he got extubated last night, and I talked with him. Before he was intubated, I had a very hard conversation with him. I said, we're going to have a hard conversation because I'm your decision maker. I need to know these things. And the last couple times you were intubated, I didn't know these things, and I just needed to know them. So we had some hard conversations. And I'm going to tell you, Steve wants to live. He wants everything done possible to live. And I give that man so much credit because he is in excruciating pain. They finally have got the pain a little under control. They finally have found a sweet spot that's working, where the pain meds aren't crashing his blood pressure, but they're supplying some pain relief for him. But despite all this awful pain and all the hard work that is going to lie ahead for him still, that man wants to live. And I think he's the bravest human being I know right now. So it's been very tough 3 weeks, very disappointing. We thought he was going to be discharged to a rehab center. We actually got approved for a rehab center close by. I was kind of looking forward to it. He was looking forward to it. And instead, he ended up becoming a medical patient now. He has been signed off by the burn center because 95% of his burns are healed. He's no longer a burn patient any longer. He has that history, obviously, but now he's a medical patient, and he's battling some pretty tough medical stuff going on with him. So he continues to need prayers. I continue to need prayers. I specifically would like prayers still, those pressure wounds to heal. I would like prayers for his kidneys to be protected while he's on these heavy antibiotics, that these antibiotics attack whatever the infection is that's going on. He's scheduled next week to be intubated again and have a bone marrow biopsy done. So they're going to look at the actual bone marrow where the osteomyelitis is to see if they can determine what type of bug grows on the culture, so they maybe can target the antibiotics. The doctors, that's the infection control talking. The doctor says that he's on all the heavy antibiotics right now anyway, so I don't know. Oh my God, I feel like I have to have a medical degree to be his advocate at this point. It's been very tough. So anyway, that's where Steve is at, and we continue to need your prayers. I have some fun boxes here from Sandra and Wilson. And the last time they sent boxes, I really liked the stuff that was unboxed. So I'm going to try maybe putting the camera down so you can watch me unbox it. I'll be seeing this stuff for the first time with you. I don't know if that's going to work very well. If it doesn't, then I'll just be unboxing it and holding the stuff up. But let's try that out. Let's see how this goes. So here is the first box. I think in this box there might only be one item. And oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Look at the face on that. This reminds me, it looks like it's the top to possibly a cookie jar or something, but this reminds me of Parmesan cheese shaker. It's got like just a little bit of a speckle in it. Kind of reminds me of that. Let me see what the base looks like and see if there's a name on it. Oh, this is so cute. That is the base. There's the tail. Oops, here's the front. Looks like buttons down. Maybe has a sweater on. Let me just drop that down. Let's see if we can do this without breaking anything. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Look at that. That is so adorable. I love it. I want to keep it. But we don't have enough counter space for something like this, though. I could maybe get rid of something on top of the refrigerator and keep it. Oh, he's so adorable. Reminds me of Madison. Okay, here's the next box. Looks like we have some type of Churchill's. It looks like it probably was a candy. They probably had candy in it. Let's see what it says. Victorian, I don't know. Churchill's Confectionery. So I have a feeling maybe it had candy, but then you could use it as a bank. So it's metal. It's actually quite pretty. I like the sunburst on that. It's actually a very pretty tin. So for tin collectors, I think this would be a great piece. Love that. All right, let's see what this says. She's so good about how I guess this might be a small white planter. She actually labeled the paper. Oh, never forget the difference that you make. This is so true. And so many of you have made a difference for Steve and I. So I think this is a planter. Maybe, was that it? No? Okay, so that's the base. That's so cute and sweet. Great for a little succulent. Put a Christmas tree in it, right? That time of year. Alberta Church Bank. Okay, so I guess we're going to find out what the things are before we unwrap them a little bit. Well, what does the Alberta Church Bank look like? Oh my goodness, she's such a good wrapper. Oh, that's pretty. That is really pretty, isn't it? I love the cross on that. And then the little jewels on the door. That is so very pretty. Has its little rubber stopper, and it does say Alberta on the bottom. That's a wonderful piece. Okay. Oh. Also, Heidi, note this place on Jesus. Oh, okay. She's so sweet. Here's a Jesus bust. It does have some markings on it. It's a Holland mold bust. It does say Holland mold on it there. But she did make a note that it does have a little chip there. I don't think that really matters, but I'm glad that she pointed it out so that when I'm pricing, I can make that note also. Nice piece. Love it. All right, let's see what else is down in this wonderful box of goodies. Oh, this is Mary. So maybe this was like a matching set. I think this is a Holland mold set too. It is. Oh, hi Heidi. Note the small place. Also a little chip on Mary too. But this is another. It does say Holland mold on the bottom of it also. So these are a matching set. Perfect for the Christmas holiday season. I'm glad I'm unwrapping these now, because I can get these in the booth for the booths are being set up for Christmas. Actually, probably a little behind on it. But we're going to be having our open house at Collected Treasures next weekend, which will be November 8th. Today's what, the 1st? So next Saturday, November 8th, is the annual Christmas open house. Sorry for all this paper noise, but you know, some of you might enjoy that. It's like a, what they call it, ASMR noise. Some of you may not. But that's some of the fun of unwrapping something, right? Ooh, this looks really pretty, whatever this is. She wrote, I don't know what it was, tiered tea light holder. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. That is gorgeous. Don't see any markings on it as far as the maker goes, but wow, it's really heavy. And I bet this is just beautiful when it's lit up. Absolutely a stunner when it's lit up. Gorgeous. You know what would be pretty with this too? Is to put Christmas bulbs. You know, like maybe you have some special Christmas bulbs that are vintage that you would like to display. That would be a great way to display them too. This seems to be working out okay. Hopefully you don't mind the paper noise, but that's part of unboxing. You're going to have some paper noise. So, all right, let's continue there. I've got a really big box right here and then another box to get through. All right, let's see. What does this say? This is almost like Christmas for me. Heidi, these are crystal thingies made by Spoontiques, okay? Crystal thingies. What are crystal thingies? Let's see. I can just hear her saying that too. These are crystal thingies. Oh, okay. Ooh, ooh, how delicate. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. And yes, they say Spoontiques on the bottom. I'm going to have to research these. Love that body on there. Look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous. And that looks like a peacock. Oh, goodness. These are beautiful. Oh, look at this. A married couple. How beautiful. Oh, these are wonderful. They have a beautiful sparkle. Oh, I love them. See, that's the fun of unboxing together. I haven't, oh my goodness, look at this. It's a beautiful cake. Probably like a wedding cake or an anniversary, probably a wedding cake, I would say. Oh, how nice. Oh, I love these. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. A house. Oh, these are so pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. It's got the evergreens in the front. How beautiful is that? Oh, Sandra, these are gorgeous. Wow. Oh, goodness, what is this? Okay, what is this? I can't determine what it is. Is it like a little box of jewels, like a jewelry box, maybe? I don't really know. Is it supposed to be like a box of jewels? It looks like almost dice, but maybe not. I think it's a jewelry box that's open with jewels out of it. There's another one though. There's two of those. So Sandra, please comment below if you know. Is that like a little jewelry box of jewels? Not quite sure what that was. Oh, goodness. Oh, there's this little tiny, oh my gosh. How do you, oh my gosh, I can't even show these to you. I don't think they're so tiny. Look at this. Little tiny bears, I think. They're little, okay, I think they sit up like this. They're like little tiny bears. There's one, two, one has a heart. 3. So there's 3 of them. Like a set of little bears. Oh my goodness, these are so beautiful. And here's a little, looks like a little bear on top of a drum set. Look at that sparkle. Isn't that gorgeous? I know some of you are just loving these because if you're a crystal collector, these are beautiful. And here's a drum, I believe, or a Christmas present maybe. Maybe it's a present. It's got some ruby, like ruby looking. Wow, those are pretty. What's this? Oh, I like this one. I might have to keep this one. Love that. So pretty. Beautiful plain. Wow. These are amazing. Let's see what this last one is. I think this is the last one. Aw, it's so cute. I think it's a snowman. Looks like it has a top hat and a cane. I think it's a snow. I'm not sure. Or is it a Santa? So cute. And it looks like the body is like a snowflake. So is this an ornament? I don't know. Oh, so adorable. Thank you, Sandra. These are beautiful. Okay, I'm seeing like 3 of 6, 4 of 6, 6 of 6. So I'm going to open one of these, and all the rest of them will be the same. So we don't need to open every one of them. Looks like some type of pressed glass bowls, and they are gorgeous. Can you imagine using these, you know, as your holidays come up and you're having a special dinner? Wouldn't these be beautiful on your table setting? They really are pretty. I love that edge on it. Very pretty. So remember, as I'm opening these, this is out of the absolute kindness of their souls. Sandra and Wilson have donated these to us so that we can just sell them and make a pure profit. Not to mention, they have actually been helping in other ways consistently through this whole journey. They're wonderful people, wonderful people. Steve and I have just been so blessed with friends and family and employers and co-workers and co-vendors and booth owners and mall owners helping us. The blessings we are receiving are amazing. This is so cute. It's St. Nicholas Square, but look at that Santa. And I do have some trees. I could probably pop a tree in him and put him right in the booth. He's so cute. I love the holly and I love the candy cane handle. Adorable. Oh, this is so fun. 2 of angels. Okay, so we have 2 angels. I'll only open one, unless they look different. Maybe they have a different look. But let's open one together. I love angels. I love having religious items in our booth. Oh, that's pretty. Very pretty. I have come across these before. It's like a stoneware or ceramic angel, but they are so pretty. This is the perfect time of year for opening these boxes. These are all things I can definitely put right in the booth. I am going to open the other angel just in case she has a different look so that we can look at her together. Oh, she does have a different, oh, she's holding up a star. Oh, or no, a bird. Oh, I love it. See that bird she's holding up? I love this one. So pretty, but I think they would look good together. So we're going to put them together. Okay, I see some, these are mugs, and I actually have one of these Long John Silver mugs in the booth right now. So it'd be nice to put, they're all Norman Rockwell. So this one is looking out to sea. I almost feel like this might be the one I have in the booth right now. This one is River Pilot. So that would be what is on the mug. I'm not going to open these up because you can see right on the box what's in them. And then this one is Braving the Storm, and that is Steve and I right now, braving the storm, for sure, and for a good boy. Now, some people might think, oh, let's wait until the summer to put these in the booth, but people are looking for Christmas presents, and someone may be a collector of these mugs, so they're going to be going in the booth for the holidays, because somebody may be looking for these as collector pieces to give as a gift. As I was tucking those back down in there, this little guy pops around, and that's adorable. It's a little change purse. I like that it has 2 compartments, so you can maybe put some rolled up ones in there and then just some small change. It does appear to be vintage. I don't know if it's leather or like a vinyl, but there's the clasp on it. I like this roping look that it has to it. Cute little purse. And we've got a Bailey's mug. Now I wonder if these are the ones that have like the winking look on them. Okay, they're just a Bailey's mug. Somebody might collect these. I'm not sure. I'll have to look and see how sought after these are. But some people collect these type of things. So there's 2 of those. I'm seeing some, it looks like possibly like the smoky amber glasses. It says set of 6, and if it's the case, I am excited. Oh yeah, these are beautiful. Look at those. These would be great for Thanksgiving, for your Thanksgiving table. Oh, they are marked too. False craft. These are false craft. I bet you they're vintage false craft. So these are false craft. Really pretty. I like the size of them too. Probably, I would say wine, little wine goblet. There's a set of 6 of those. Those are wonderful. I think these might go No, these are different. Okay, what is, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this looks beautiful. That's the lid. It's got like a really soft blue. I don't know if it's coming through. I think it is. If you look at my carpet down there, you can kind of see that carpet's blue. It's got that blue in this glass. Very pretty. Let's see what the base looks like. I bet, yes, that is really, really pretty. Oh, the blue on that is gorgeous. Love it. Really, really pretty. Yeah, I think somebody's going to absolutely love that. Over here in the box, I'm seeing like might be possibly like utensil type items. Oh wait, no. Looks like a set of like cheese cutter wine items, which I might use these for myself. They're notepads. Always good to have notepads like those. But I could put this in the booth. It's a nice little, probably like a cheese cutter, because I see some little cheese knives that have grapes. Let me pull those out so you can look at them. Grapes and grapevine. Oh wait, one is a knife, cheese knife. Okay, I see. And one is a bottle stopper. It's got the grape design, and here's the knife. Cute little set. I'll have to look this up and see if this would be a collectible. It's a Signa mail opener and maybe bookmark. Looks like it could pose as two things, a mail opener and a bookmark. I'll see if that's a collectible item. And what's this? Is this another one? This is a Zippa letter opener. I feel like there's something else in there. Or just, yeah, that's just... So I'll have to look and see if those are collectible. I have no idea. Lighters, or Zippo, not Zippa. This is for lighters. Zippo. This one definitely might be. Tri-City Advertising out of Kingsport, Tennessee. So yeah, I think that it's an advertising collectible. So that was a fun box. There was a lot of great stuff in there. And we have this last big box. I think this is the last box. I think I've corralled all the boxes. If I'm missing one, Sandra, I'm sorry. I'll probably come across it at some point. But I did, again, I see, you know, 4 of 6. So 6 of these cups, we'll just open one. 6 of them they're all gonna be the same. They look like little juicers. Can't wait to see. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love it. Look at those. I almost bought a set like this recently at an estate sale. I'm glad I didn't now. I really was hemming and hawing on it. I really almost picked them up. And I'm glad I didn't, because look, I got some donated. Those are adorable. Uh-oh, this one says 1 of 6. This one is flawed. Now, what I would do in a situation like that, if it's really badly flawed, instead of doing a set of 6 in the booth, I might do a set of 4 and let the other 2 go. I see something right here that if it's what I think it is, this is an amazing piece. If it is what I think it is. All right, this says London Bus Bank. Okay. So I'm just curious, Sandra, were these all things that you have collected over the years and you're letting go of your collection? You know, like, did you go to London and collect this, or did you collect these over the years, or have you just been out shopping for me? Either way, I thank you both so very much. This is adorable. It's got a little London bus and a little stop sign. It does have its stopper, and it does have like some type of paper marking on the bottom there. Very cute. I do like to put banks in the booth. I do that. Here's another one, a choo-choo bank. So I think maybe you had collected some banks at one point. You're letting go of part of your collection. And Steve and I thank you very much for donating these items to us. Oh, I love this one. This is great for the holiday season. Trains are always great around the Christmas time, and any train enthusiast would love this. Oh, I love the coloring on this. It is vintage Japan. I don't know if the silvers. I don't know if you can see it. The lighting is probably reflecting on it, but it is vintage Japan. I cannot read what it says on there, but it's a company that made this in Japan. Oh, I love this. This is great. So I've got a few favorites so far in this unboxing haul. Definitely have a few favorites. What ones have been your favorites so far? And I do enjoy when you guys let us know what your favorites are. Here is the picture to that wonderful set of little wine glasses. It's awesome. This is vintage Japan. That's great. That is so great. Cool, here's another bank. Yeah, there's definitely a bank collection going on here. So it's nice because when we put these in the booth, when you put multiple items in almost like a collection setting, you know, people start to say, hey, maybe I ought to start collecting banks. Look at all these cool banks. Or if a bank collector comes in and there's several to choose from. Oh, this is cute. Another bus. So cute. Oh, this is a van. I'm sorry, this is not a bus. This is a van. I thought it was a bus, but I was thinking maybe a bus because of that. And I think maybe this is a bus. Love the coloring on that. It's good. Let's see, what's this one? Vintage square pitcher. Okay. You did such a wonderful job of wrapping these all up. And for all of you that enjoy ASMR, I hope this is helping you get your fix. And for those of you who don't, I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, I like this. I like the look of that. I love these vintage. I bet it's Japan too. But I love this style of pitchers. It has like some gold around the rim and the handle. Yeah, great look. Probably 60s or 70s, I would say. Maybe even 50s, but I would say more probably 60s or 70s on that. I'm saving that for last because that's what I think it is. It's pretty awesome. All right, here's another, looks like a pitcher, vintage pitcher. Some people have a hard time selling pitchers. They aren't fast sellers. Sometimes they are, it depends. Just depends on what people are looking for. We'll see how these do. They may not sell fast. They may not sell at all. We don't know. But we're going to give them a try. That's pretty awesome. This one might be better in the spring maybe because I think those are strawberries. Even though like they're yellow though. So I don't know. I don't know. Strawberries before they get ripe? Not sure about that. That's interesting. Okay. I'm going to put the box down and we're going to unwrap that sucker. Depending on what this may just be vintage, which is fine. It's wonderful. Sometimes these are antique and they're just beautiful. But either way, a cheese tray with this type of lid usually is pretty, oh yes, this is gorgeous. I was hoping it was going to be like this. Oh my goodness, this is going to be beautiful. I can tell this is going to be beautiful. Look at the flowers on that. Is that Westmoreland? Is that what that is? There's a marking there. It might be Westmoreland. I'll have to look that up. There's definitely some markings. I think this is English. I have a feeling this is gorgeous. This lid's probably going to be to die for. Beautiful. Cottage core. Shabby. Yeah, this is going to be a beautiful piece. Probably going to be one of my favorites in the unboxing haul. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? That is beautiful. This is probably my favorite piece in the whole unboxing. Absolute stunner. Wow. I can't believe you're giving this up, Sandra. It's in excellent condition. It is beautiful. Someone is going to just grab this right off the shelf and run. Wow. What a beautiful piece. Love it. And I'm glad it was the last piece in the haul because it was the finale. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Wasn't that fun? I like doing that. That was a lot of fun. It's actually the first time I think I've ever done an unboxing haul like that. This guy is definitely one of my favorites. I have 4 favorites from this haul. He is definitely one of my favorites. I love him. I think he's adorable. I might have to try to find a way to fit this into our home. That means I'm going to have to let go of something else to do that. But that's okay. Sometimes your home just changes because something new comes in that you just can't let go of. I like this bank. Definitely one of my favorites too. I really like the look of it. I think that's great. Love that. I do love this airplane, this crystal airplane. I think that that is so pretty. And as you can tell from my excitement on the last piece, the finale piece, this is just absolutely beautiful. It's such a great piece. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed unboxing all those beautiful treasures that Sandra and Wilson donated to us out of the very kindness of their hearts. And Steve and I will definitely benefit from that in a good way. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you are happy to receive an update on Steve. I was really, really hoping that the update would have been that he was discharged into the rehab center and we were on our way to him finally coming home. I don't see that happening right away. But we're just going to keep plugging along. We're just going to dig a little deeper. Not that I have much left in my deep digging, but I have to. Just have to dig a little deeper, and we've got to get through this. We've got to get that man home. He wants to see his kitty cat, and he just wants to come home and sleep in his own bed. All right, everybody, I hope that you are enjoying the beautiful fall. Turn your clock. Well, by the time you see this video, clocks have already been turned back, so I probably won't get this up till tomorrow night. But I hope you enjoyed your Halloween and you're enjoying the beautiful fall that we're having. And I might be going treasure hunting tomorrow with Joanne on a private pick. If the lady lets us film there, we will film. And maybe I'll have a hunting video for you soon. Until then, take very good care of yourselves. And thank you all for your prayers and your support. And just taking good care of Steve and I as we go through this very difficult time. We'll see you on the next video.